gonna look at getting started here.
I've posted the link.
Okay, let me get the chase cam correct. There we go.
Okie dokie, so we have Kman and Volt versus Chris and Double Trouble, also known as Audiloo.
Get the map functioning. There we go.
I'm really excited to watch Volt's Vader. It's been a while since I've watched it. I didn't watch the last game, so this is going to be fun for me.
There you go.
I mean, someone can teach me how to play Vader. That'd be nice, because clearly I suck. Anyway.
Ajax, don't worry, I can show you a few tricks on Vader. I got you.
There we go. Isaac is currently has a KD of 1 on his Vader. He has no deaths on his Vader.
Yeah, well, I don't even think I got a kill on Vader, though, so I think I'm still 0-0 on it, but, you know.
Yeah. You got the last kill of the match on it.
No, I think if you rewatch that, I think Lack picked that up. I don't think it was me. I don't think it was me. I think you're giving me too much credit, man.
After this. No, I'll be checking that after this. I want to know.
All right.
Heroes pressuring the villains. They're doing a good job of staying together. They were really hard to split, like impossible for me to split them. Oh, but Chris gets caught out.
As we know with Volt, he's real good at, I don't know why he would push Chris right there. As we know with Volt, he's real good at picking out his targets and getting to them quickly and decisively.
And Volt managed to get the block up in the doorway. I'm assuming the combo pushed Volt back up. So, and as we know, if you combo into a doorway, the push versus the wall push means that you get up.
That little shoulder push. So here we have... Interesting. It's not like it was forced over into the city. We kind of just naturally migrated over into the city. Something that actually doesn't happen very often.
A drop block, what? And...
somehow
Kman...
Oh, wow. I was expecting Kman to pick up that Ahsoka kill, but, yeah, I don't know how that happened, but okay.
No, I wasn't on free cam for the moment, but I can tell you he tried his dash attack and he stopped just short of it. Classic Huey move on Vader. Okay, he's just gotta chase down Chris here and die for it.
Oh, yeah, that was not the wisest of choices. Yeah.
Here's your first Vader tip of the day, Ajax. Don't do that.
I did that like 3 times, so I know why Volt did it.
Yeah, well, you were particularly aggressive on that match where I think you just threw yourself at that one hero that one time and just did that aerial dash, or that aerial attack. That was like,
that's just
like a mile away.
Yeah. Nice. Favorite combination.
Kind of just cross-sectioned them there.
Kman's really good at positioning, so it's going to be a lot harder for these heroes to move around the map freely.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
In that exchange there, Chris needed to have backed up to the spawn. But
really
it is what it is.
Hit the gas pedal and gotten out of there.
Because now, so here's the 2-for-1 on double. They're going to make that attempt, that play. They're going to get it, pick it up, and then here's the issue now is Chris is going to come in and try and save, and they're going to pick up that 2-for-1. Beautifully done. Yeah.
See, and that's a moment, too, where Chris should have just realized he's gone. Just leave him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But, I mean, again, though, it can be really tempting, you know, as if you're a support player to want to try and save everything. But you also got to be able to make the plays where if you know your teammate's dead, you just got to back off, you know?
Boy, don't I know it.
Yeah, double push from the heroes. Kman goes down. And Kman gets taken down as they both attack at the same time, so Volt's not able to save with the choke.
Now he has to float for his life, and that is his last float right there. He is actually in the gray on stamina.
Ooh, man, they're really putting the pressure on that Vader.
He is living energy chunk to energy chunk right now.
Oh, beautiful push.
He carried them all.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he gets it anyway.
Kman is the GOAT of being support.
Very much
That was a great push by Kman. So that push, he angled it to the point where his teammate kind of bounced off the wall, but then the other, I don't know who it was Chris or Double. Fumbled or tumbled on that, right?
Yeah, it was really impressive.
Yeah, those are hard to get off. Really hard to get off.
Volt's healing. I mean, he's pretty much full HP, really, as far as Vader goes. But if they're not going to progress, it's full HP. So
Yeah, may as well top it off, because why not?
exactly.
They're gonna let you do it, you may as well do it. Oh, double the good push on Kman, getting him out of the way, and Chris is gonna move in to back him up, watching out for the Vader. You can tell they're respecting Volt's Vader, they don't really want to aggress too hard on that Maul, and double, unfortunately, hitting that fall animation and getting pushed down, and Chris
Such
yeeting
impressive
his way
team.
into a choke.
Mm-hmm.
Kman's just positioned perfectly to catch anyone trying to run away from Volt, and the Volt's there to back him up as soon as he gets the catch. It's so good. And Volt is just floating in above the droid. Love it.
Looks like we have one here. There's the other one. Okay.
Well, we have a pause. Paused. And we have an unpaused.
Okay.
Just
Sounds
Quickly,
good.
is it paused? We unpaused.
Chris
You
is
could
still
have just
crouched.
stood there for a second and did whatever you needed to.
Okay, looks like we are unpaused.
Wonder if maybe his cat jumped up on his keyboard or something. We may never know.
Maybe.
So Volt has a cat?
He does, yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Huh.
Not sure what
It's called
type,
Duck,
but he's...
yeah.
Is it actually?
I don't know what it's called, but I imagine.
Kman
Oh,
did a
dang,
great
does he have
job
3
watching
cats?
over.
Ooh, wow.
Let's see what...
So again, 2 for 1 opportunity.
Oh, Volt's doing what I kept doing. No.
Yeah, those are those type of moments. Kman's a great support. He'll back you up, he'll watch your back, and he'll protect you, but when you go across the map at Mach 7 and he can't keep up, there's not really much you can do about that.
Right, and that piece too is just a communication piece. Like if Volt is really going to commit himself to a move like that, then he's really got to communicate that to Kman so that Kman can back him up if something happens, because the likelihood of a mistake happening there is high.
Yeah, and it also cost Kman his life in the process too. So,
Mhm.
Yep.
Viking says the Volt has 3 cats.
Yeah. I was. I
I like reading
that, or
because that's not PG.
is it? You know what? What's been really surprising to me, as I've known Viking over the years, is Viking's starting to get kind of that like sailor's mouth,
Potty
you know?
mouth?
Yeah, which is surprising to me. He's usually so. He just seems so innocent most of the day, and I'm just really surprised by that evolution.
Gotta remember, he's a grown man. He can say what he likes to say, much as it throws us all for a loop.
Oh, 2 Volt missed OD.
What is he gonna do about this? He has to try to stay alive. Oh, but he's gonna go down, and Kman just spawned in, so they're gonna be split spawn right now.
So heroes are taking advantage of those 2 for 1 opportunities, which is fantastic for them. They're starting to probably get a little bit into a rhythm, but I feel like the villains kind of just gave up a little bit of their momentum there, and just because they had like a 6-point lead or something like that, or
Yeah, I think it was like 3-10, so 7-point lead.
yeah.
Seems like it, and the villains right now, Volt and Kman, are gonna really want to get as big of a lead as they can, because I always say I don't want to be mean to anybody in the community. I'm sorry to say this, but they need to get their points while Volt's on Vader, because when he gets on heroes, no more Vader for him. I know his pusher, he's not bad, but he's certainly on the lower tier as far as top tier pushers go. Double trying to keep up pressure on Kman, not trying to give him time to think, and he actually gets his block up.
Wow! I was surprised that block got up. Yeah.
They
aren't
aren't gonna be able to
Great
set-
tumble! Nice.
There he goes.
And
That's going to be another 2-0 for the heroes.
Beautiful. Nicely done.
From the looks of it, these aerials are the floaty ones that we had before.
I'm fucking shocked that Double
Oh
got
my
that block
goodness.
off.
I don't know if I've heard Chewy swear before.
I've never swear to my life. I'm so sorry, everybody. You know me. I've innocent as they come.
Chewy was so surprised that he actually cursed right there. That was
me off
surprising to
guard.
me. Yeah, caught everybody off guard. To be honest with you,
it's a family-friendly stream, guys.
Thank you, Eunice. I needed that.
Oh.
This is a weird situation they're in, but Kman is not going to be able to pick up Volt. Actually, they're just going to take the trade and can... Oh, Chris! If you had just gone around the corner and pushed, his defenses were down because he was still in the middle of a combo. You could have easily had that 2-for-1 there, but now you're in danger. But Volt is at very low health, and he's going to die to the saber throw. Very nice.
Oh my god, man. Styling, profiling. Wow, what a saber throw.
He needs to watch out from the Cantina, though. I don't think he knows, but he's getting some distance. He's trying to make his way to his teammate, and his teammate has probably warned him that there's a... No, he still doesn't know. Neither of them have done... And Volt is kind of just swapping between them. He now has... They're going to get double for this. I'm surprised Double didn't notice the Vader just walking down that long alleyway at him.
Yeah, it's not like he's very quiet, you know? So Vader's really noisy.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris is... He must be...
That's a bad spot for Chris.
Actually, not out of stamina, just in a bad position is all. Kim's gonna come and climb. No, don't.
Damn. I can't believe Chris made it out of that situation initially. So
yeah, I was surprised with that as well.
Yeah. Going back to the saber throw from earlier, though, that's such a very, like, to throw your saber at. I mean, it was such a cool kill, too, but, I mean, that... You really have to, again, have a lot of confidence to do that. Yeah, you got to be really confident. So, I mean, that just shows you, though, the mentality that Chris is in right now. He's very confident with all of his moves, so that's not a bad thing.
Well, they do have a really good score line, to be honest, as far as the heroes go, but he has to do something. Oh, Chris doesn't tumble, so he's good for the moment. However, he needs to save double, and Volt's going to come in, and unfortunately...
Oh, good save!
Chris is...
Oh, no. Wasn't able to get the kill, though.
Yikes.
Oh, no. That sucks. I don't know what happened with that exchange, but Chris, yeah, he should have landed that kill there. Yeah.
He did the dash attack, but it was looking like he just didn't get all the hitboxes on it, and Double in his panic to save him kind of just set themselves up for a double death.
Right. But, I mean, his initial ability to read that save was fantastic. But there again, you know, you have to have the execution piece as well. You know, you got to be able to execute.
I love seeing Vader's turn around in a panic. Oh, shit. Never mind.
Oh, I think it was a double hit.
No, nobody's too low right now. Might have been a single hit on double, but he's the only one missing health at the moment.
This is why this thing's good, because otherwise I would have had no idea. It looked like a clear double hit on my screen.
That's what I was talking to Kman about in one of the earlier matches today. Actually, I was talking to Isaac about it. It's nice because there's so many phantom hits that happen here. And I was talking to him about how this overlay, nice job catching Chris off guard there. It's the nice thing about this overlay is it's kind of shocking to see how many people run around this place with no health whatsoever. Like people down in sub 100s health just all over the place all the time.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do probably too with like if you have momentum and if you feel confident enough, you kind of really don't care about the health. I think another really cool play that I don't really see a lot of people do either is if they're at that 1/3. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought Chris was going to get that. Good save by Kman. Yeah.
Unfortunately for Chris, it looks like he got a little lost there as he lost track of which trial was which. He was slow running, probably thinking Kman was the Vader.
Yeah, nice pickup there. But as I was initially saying, a play that I really don't see often is if you're at 1/3 health, you can go really quickly into the canteen or just wherever a health droid and do like a 1 second little heal up, and that'll give you the mental edge on your opponent oftentimes because they think you're at 1/3, and then you can kind of use that to your advantage.
That choke, that tumble. Can't really do anything about it, but.
Chris isn't going to do anything about it though, yeah, because Kman's right there to support, so it doesn't matter.
Kman giving Chris a little nudge to safety.
Right. Here's the arena play. You would hope that double spawns in. He does. And
Ooh, unfortunate choke there. That's a real unfortunate position to be choked in. There's really not much double could do about that.
yeah, that is such it's an awkward position. I just really, I mean, you could try and go with the Vader, but with Kman being there, it's kind of low percentage chance that you're really going to be able to do anything.
Not only that, you couldn't even really push him away because that one angle you have on that walkway, you're either going to push him to the wall and he's going to go nowhere, or you're going to push him down and he's going to tumble, and then it's just a free kill either way.
Well, I guess you could have like tried to like fall off and then push him towards the wall so that maybe he like goes up a little bit and he has the ability to like jump away. But I mean, it's really awkward.
Yeah. My only other thought would be maybe run up and
lead,
backslash him off. But yes, the scoreline's looking much better for the villains at this point. This is far closer to what they wanted. Is this 11-point lead?
Right.
Oh, Wolf stumbled. Kman is in position.
What a nice. So many times the heroes set things up, and then they're just never able to capitalize on it because Kman is there in the back to support, and it never really works out.
Yeah, trying to get through Volt's one job, and then trying to get through Kman is a whole nother job.
It is, but if you see here, this is, the Volt's handling it a little better, but this is pretty much the same thing that we saw with your Vader against them, is whenever Vader's doing anything, he's just getting shoved around. Volt's kind of just getting shoved all over the place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris and Audi are doing a really good job of just keeping the Vader off balance. Oh, Chris has stumbled. Push him into the bubble. There you go.
I think that's a big thing too with the Vader too, and I think Volt is very much a rhythm player. If you can manage to throw him off and just throw off his rhythm, with his Vader especially, I think you'll be able to get a little bit of a mental edge on him.
Yeah, I agree with that. The problem is with
this game.
No, the
Oh
problem
my
is with
god, what a nasty
Solid,
choke.
Like,
Oh wow.
nice choke. Oh, but Chris is still fighting. But that no side block is going to get him because there's no perfect block angle there. The unfortunate part for them, no matter how much they get Volt off rhythm with a solid rock like Kman behind him, it's like, you bounce him off rhythm and he just falls onto Kman and gets pushed right back up.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if you have a really strong maul with you or just a strong support player. And you were able to provide that steady, solid rock for your teammate. Like it, it doesn't matter.
It's looking dire for them though, but they're still choosing not to particularly slow it down too much.
Kman's
protecting them. Nice.
That was a good push by Double there, because Kman was going for that saber throw, and if Double was just a second late on that push, Kman would have got that saber throw off.
Nice backslash from Chris to catch up.
Yeah.
It was, but they really can't afford these trades right now. If Double's going to go in, he's got to let Chris know, and Chris has got to get in there with him. They can't afford these points right now.
Well, the opportunity as well to save there was there. It's just, Chris just wasn't fast enough to be able to do the save.
Yeah. Looks like Chris is going to get a decent chunk of health back. They're probably not going to let him get full, but he's going to opt to take what he's got. You can see Volt looking for his chance. He's very
that's
good
a nice choke.
Very good at seeing how the player's moving, seeing where they're going to go next, and then cutting them off.
Oh, great push by Kman.
Nice, but they're not really going to be able to make anything happen with that.
Okay, Okay, yeah. There's just a standoff here, just a saber throw standoff, trying to get some positioning.
It's very hard for either team to really get their foot in the door here, but Volt seems the most capable of catching people out at the moment.
And there's Volt with that nice float choke. Good fundamental float choke.
Almost a save.
My God. Wow. I thought he actually had the save. I was surprised that Chris got the kill on that. It looked like Volt had it.
Double confidently attempting to take that 1v1, but all I managed to do is lose a bit of health with some choking.
Right.
Nice aerial from Chris. It did land. It did hit him. Nice. Unfortunately, Kman doesn't tumble, and he's actually going to pay for that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
The villains only need one after that, I believe.
Yes, it's 29 to 15 currently.
So I'm not even one for one's worth.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens too, where you can make the great pushes, but it just doesn't ever end up into the tumble that you want. So it's just unfortunate that didn't really end up happening for the heroes there.
I guess Volt hasn't died in a while and forgot to change his spawn because the map says he came over from corner.
The risk with taking that is that now that they're 29, and I feel like you can make some really stupid things just to rush someone down for that one kill that would normally cost you 2 lives.
You can, but you still got to be careful because as soon as you start rushing, nice backslash. It did say, but Kman's saving also. Are they gonna make it 31? They do.
Yeah, there were multiple saves that happened on that.
How do I go straight back up on the scoreboard?
I use page up. I pressed it 2 or 3 times.
Volt 15-7, Kman. Okay. They basically got the same score.
Yeah.
They're such a well-rounded team with Volt being on the Vader.
Yeah, that's kind of what Kman had mentioned, is that Volt was going to be on Vader now, because Vader's just tough to play when the Maul behind you isn't a really good support. You know, Vader, he can do a lot, but he really wants that safety net behind him as well.
Yep.
It does.
It's the best pairing, man. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You know, really aggressive Vader, and then a really nice support Maul. That's all you need, man.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna break that health droid. I'm gonna fix the map really quick. Update it. There we go.
Oh, thanks, Viking. I appreciate that. Great comment.
Isaac sounds high.
High on these eggs.
Smoking some doobies over here for sure.
Kids stay in school.
Casting couch is in the smoking section.
No, Yunez.
Well, in this case, it's high anyway, so maybe don't stay in school.
I see what Volt was going for there. It was a good idea, but Double actually making good use of cover. However, it is still going to keep them in danger, but they're not going to be able to get a kill out of this. Now Chris is in a very bad position. Okay. He manages to stay alive until Double gets back in with him. Oh, goodbye. Yep, keep him up. Keep him up. No, okay.
Oh my god, that Vader got pushed really high. Wow.
That would have been one of those moments where I lose my cool. It's like, I can't take the match here. I gotta keep him up. I gotta keep him up.
Yeah, I mean, these matches have really exposed Vader as having just clear weaknesses.
Very much so.
I think
I'll be learning Anakin for the next tournament, mark my words.
I think too, like I made the comment about Volt being a really strong rhythm player. I would probably also say Double is that same type of like rhythm player, especially with his Vader. So if you can kind of throw him off with a lot of pushes and just throw him out of his rhythm, I think you're going to get a little bit of a mental edge there too.
I believe you're 100% correct, because he had mentioned something about how when he played Ninja and he couldn't really use his Vader, and I imagine that's because Ninja and I were really good about just whenever he was making a move, we were pushing him. He was trying to get to a bubble, we pushed him. He was trying to float, we pushed him. He dashed somewhere, we pushed him.
Right. And then he ended up actually switching to, I think he switched to Maul, right? Because he just felt like completely out of rhythm with the Vader. Right.
And Chris took the Anakin. Which, if this keeps up with Volt and Kman keeping him off rhythm, that we might see that happen again here soon.
Agreed.
He's trying to make something happen here. It's like we're kind of seeing the mirror side a bit, where it is pretty standard for Vader and Maul, but it's interesting seeing it back to back, where Volt was the one making things happen and Kman was watching his back. Now Double's the one making things happen and Chris is watching his back.
Yeah, Kman's so low though, he could die from a few ticks.
He is, and that's very likely what Double's looking for, but Volt's really trying to be a wall for him and keep him, I won't say healthy, but alive. He is hard to get caught here.
Good choke by Double. Nice fundamental just float choke.
Saber throw him. Saber throw him. No, don't choke him. Saber throw him.
But he dies anyway.
Down. Kman has aggressed.
There's a 2-for-1 opportunity right there. I would take that. There we go. Yeah.
Get that push down on him. Careful, he's choked. You need to tumble him
another 2-for-1 opportunity. I would go aggressive on that, Luke.
Ooh, an aggressive.
There he goes. Okay, now I'd back up. now I'd back up.
Yeah, this is looking dangerous for them now. Chris is deciding to get all the way out, get himself some space so everybody can just take a hard reset.
Right.
I'm sorry, are we boring you?
Yes.
Damn.
I need some cream tea.
I see. Double making a very questionably aggressive play there.
He just...
Well, he manages to get out. Oh my...
I saw Volt try to go over, but he hit his foot on the edge and just kind of went nowhere.
Oh, that sucks too. When you're trying to do ramps and stuff, and then you just get caught up. That'll kill your momentum. That'll kill it every time.
Let's see what they decide to do here. I'm going to switch to chase cam for a moment. I'll take a sip of my drink. Oh, much better. My mouth was real dry.
I think Chris just pushed Audi straight into Kman.
Oh, was that a push by Chris?
Yeah, he tried to fix it, but in the process he just ends up dying himself. That is always terrible when you try and save your mistake and you end up just getting 2-0'd.
Yep.
Oh, Audi goes...
Unfortunate tumble. It is also, like, it's a terrible feeling, but it also looks worse if you accidentally get your teammate killed. Kman's gonna be able to... No. Oh, he just barely was able to pick that up. It's an even worse feeling when you don't try to save your team. Like, you stop the 2 for 0, but then it just looks like you killed your teammate and you were just toxic and you didn't do anything about it.
There is that.
Right. So Chris trying to set himself up on the bubble so that he can sprint onto the roof. There he goes. Yeah. See, in that instant... Yeah, go ahead. In that moment... No, you go ahead.
All right. In that moment, what I would have liked to see from Chris is Kman was very clearly not perfect blocking there. He really shouldn't have bothered with the push. Just dash attack him. And if it doesn't work, then you're out of combo range. Yeah, I feel like that would have just been a lot safer.
Double with the KS.
Well, but then...
for the cam.
I was also going to say, though, too, like, Double, he got pushed out of position. So for him to be that aggressive on the roof like that, it's probably not going to end up working well. You don't have your support there.
No, but I'm sure he was thinking he could win it just because he had the perfect block angle. But the thing is, if you have the perfect block angle and they don't, you need to take advantage of it, or else you're just putting it to waste.
I like the angling right now from the villains. They could really. I really thought they were going to go for that Luke. I think the Luke would have been the one to go for.
I think Chris was out of stamina from pushing him so many times.
I'm just gonna hold that choke on. He came in, doesn't really have any good options there.
Oh no! Came in with the Mace Windu ground pound. Yeah.
He didn't have many good options, but I can say out of the maybe 3 options he had, that was one of the 2 he should not have taken. The correct option in that moment would have been to just turn around and leave.
Yeah. Again, that's just the television of just trying to save your teammate type thing, and you gotta
go for them.
Yeah.
It's a play that feels right. It's not the right play, but it's one that feels like the right play,
Right, trying to be the hero and whatnot. Yeah. Right.
Sometimes your heart guides your actions.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta scream and just run in.
I like the positioning by Chris and Double at the moment. They have those angles on the heroes, so that's not too bad. Let's see if they can continue to keep those angles up.
Bringing up the score, it may be prudent to mention too. There's a pretty big enough score difference with them winning the first side and only needing to get to 16 that there's probably room for them to just mess around and see, hey, do we get lucky if we do this?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
And you end up actually playing better when you do that sort of thing, because like there's a lot less pressure.
Sometimes,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nasty choke by Double. I like that a lot. He went for the dash, and then he just switched it up because he knew somebody was up top, and then he just went for that surprise float choke. That was nasty.
Oh, Kman, so good.
See, in a moment like that, Double should have already been on the edge of the default roof there and just ready to float over and catch Kman. He really shouldn't have bothered with the sprint bubble hop. Goodness.
Hey, you gotta look fancy when you're doing your chokes. Oh, he's gone down. Kman can get it in time? He does. Yeah, Chris needs to get out of there. You can't be losing any more points. Okay, fault. Okay, nice. He tumbles. And Kman shows why he is the #1 support.
Nicely done by Kman there.
This is leaving them at a split spawn as well.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Kman's dead. Revolt's gonna hope for the best, but I don't think you're getting out of that one.
Nah, he didn't have much to work with there.
Only Vikings getting that one and getting a double kill at the same time.
Just came with things, aisle 9. Double showing no fear, going straight in after Kman. Volt is back in now.
It's good to see that he's not shaken though. He's still playing how he would normally be playing. So, props to Abdi.
Damn, that was a high ass ramp from Chris.
Nice roll from Volt to still get it, and he dodges the dash attack.
Wow.
Kman's back in already.
Underappreciated moveset is the roll.
Honestly, MVP of the game. Let's hear it for rolling.
The thing is,
was not really a thing on PS2.
That was not. No, but it's definitely more of a thing on PC. But it's very underrated. The roll.
Did you guys catch when I just rolled into Chris's face? I was like, this is gonna genius or really dumb. We'll find out.
I was fucking baffled that you didn't die to his combo. Also, for any PC players who don't know, fun fact, on PS2 you could not roll in the middle of combos and stuff. That is a PC only thing. Once you were in a combo or a dash attack, you were locked in.
Even once it's finished? How long was the pause before you could roll?
Until the animation actually ended, until you go back to the standing state.
Right.
The only times you could roll in the middle of stuff is after Imp 2/ and at the end of Luke combo, the places where you can jump and push.
That's interesting. Okay, so the heroes need 4 points and the villains need 19. So, while I don't want to rule them out, it's looking
Grim.
yes. Do you think that they should put Chris on Anakin and try to play slow here, or do you think they should just go for it and hope?
Why not? Why not at this point? I mean, you're down so far. I mean, you may as well switch things up. I mean, to me, if something isn't working that you normally would have thought would have worked, you may as well just switch it up. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought Chris wasn't going to get anything off of that.
While they, Chris with no health, while they're doing okay on here, oh my god, they really need to be doing a lot better. And what they have going on right now, I think they should put Chris on Anakin because it'll prevent any further accidental team pushes and stuff. He's a lot more careful on Choker, and they can't afford any mess ups or anything right now. Who is MXY?
Well, I don't know. But going back to that Vader dash attack, that was nasty. Jesus.
We do have Chris healing under the rocket. Double guard.
Yeah, I don't think much.
Octagon.
I don't think much is going to come from this exchange. Probably just a lot of staring, and yep, they're running away. Yeah.
Looks like Double's going to get hit once by that saber thrower, kind of just asleep at the wheel there. He's opted to let Chris 2v1.
I did a Anakenobi moment there, pushed each other.
I still like the initial angle that Double was trying to get. So that's not too bad if you feel confident enough that your teammate is going to be able to withstand that 2v1 at least for like 10 seconds, 5 seconds or so. It gives you an opportunity to come in the back.
A nice canceled push, it looked like. It looks like Chris had
Ooh!
started to push and canceled it because we saw a little rubber band from Double there. So good reaction time on Chris there to stop from really, really screwing that.
Feels like the villains are starting to style a little bit, but it's just probably a little too late now at this point. But who knows? We'll see. Maybe they could do a comeback.
They have managed to close the gap a little bit. It is now the heroes need 3 to tie, and the villains need, 14 win?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
14. Yeah, versus 4.
It's still a mountain to climb.
Oh yeah, but by the looks of it, they're not down and out yet. They've brought their mountain climbing gear. They are ready for this.
Mountain climbing gear.
I didn't know what else to call it. Yeah, that's one of those things where you just let the sentence guide itself. I'm just a puppet for the words.
They brought their ski slopes. They're going for a ride.
There you go. Some great analogies going on here.
I don't know that you can bring the slopes with you, though. Those are kind of just part of the mountain, but
money.
Oh, I see. When you buy the mountain and move it.
Again, good angling by Double to go on that Cantina bubble. I like that.
He is. He seems to be getting creative with some of the angles here, and he's actually going to catch Volt out with Kman just barely catching wind of him getting choked.
That was a nice play though by Double there. If it was anybody else but Kman, I think maybe Double would have gotten that kill.
Very likely. Volt swinging, fronting on them from a distance.
Yeah, I've been super impressed with Kman this game.
I'm not, because this is just standard Kman things. He's just always this good, so okay.
I said that.
Of course, I'll shut up now. My bad, Kman. My bad.
Oh!
What I meant to say is Kman sucks and he needs to play better. Oh, nice choke onto Volt.
Oh, Kman's at a bad position here. Yeah, it would have been really difficult for him to get out of that.
I think this is just like 6 in a row now for the villains.
Yeah, as we said, they were down, but definitely not out, and they are climbing their way out of the hole that they found themselves in.
Right. I wonder if, just considering the momentum swing here, I wonder if Double and Chris had been maybe villains first. Maybe that would have changed up some of the dynamics. I don't know.
I'm a moron. I was just reading the map wrong. They're over here, and I was looking at the map and moving the camera like, they're in city somewhere, right? Oh, what's wrong with me? A lot of grandstanding here, patient staring. Volt's gonna take his chance over there. Both teams taking a much more careful approach. It seems Volt and Kman have lost enough points that they don't feel like they really want to mess around anymore. They're not currently still in danger of losing. They still have the lead by quite a lot, but they've died enough that they've realized, okay, let's stop giving them these points. We're kind of giving them a comeback here. Okay, there's a lot of retreating, a lot of advancing in the opposite direction. Double getting a lot of good chokes and catching them out, catching them off balance. Chris has Kman down. Volt with a crouch push.
Oh, that's
Volt
already know what you want.
should be able to clean this up. He's messed up just a little bit.
That was still, regardless, it was still a great play by Volt.
It was. That could have been terrible for the villains. Losing one kill is bad, but a double would have, almost closed this out.
Right.
Yeah, a double for double would have been bad.
See, that's one of those moments people don't think about. I see what you did there, and I hate you. That's one of those moments that people don't think about there either, is what he really should have done, as I think about it, is just gotten up against the Vader, pushed him down again, and then animation canceled to go for the Maul, because it would have knocked both the Maul and Kman up against the wall, which would have gotten them both up, and he can get the Maul, Kman can get the Vader, who's still tumbled right behind him.
Rotates by himself up against Vader.
Yes.
Did he have enough
Always
force
push
to be able to
yourself
do
up
that, though,
against him.
Huey?
I wasn't really looking at their stamina bar, but I would think so, because he had a moment to stand there and kind of look at him and figure this out. I think he could have had enough for at least getting a push and a little bit of a sprint.
That was a good attack by Volt. I don't know if it already took damage.
Ooh. Heroes only
Still
need one
looking,
more to
that's
tie it
another
up
kill.
for a moment.
Yeah. That was a
Double.
ramp war on that bubble right there.
Ooh, that's gonna tie it up.
Is that the game? Or is that
One
tie?
more. That's tie.
Okay. So the heroes need 1, the villains need 12. That's
Yes. And by the
Chris is
looks
looking
of
like
it, that's gonna be game there.
double swapping to Anakin might be a little bit too late.
Just a bit too late. Just a bit. He was getting some really good chokes on his Vader, but the thing is, he just really wasn't getting in the positions that he wanted to. When you... Oh, nice saber throw. When you take into account that... Oh, I just hit my mic. When Vader floats and when he sprints, he's just really susceptible to getting shoved all over the place.
Yeah, I would have really liked to have seen the Chris go Anakin a lot earlier, and then double on the Maul or something like that. Just switch it up a little bit. But
Very much so. Everybody kind of just scattered to the 4 winds here.
Yeah, they're still playing it pretty seriously. They obviously want to get a good score for this.
Well, very
For
much
my
so.
stash
If you're gonna play it out, you got time to play it out. You may as well do it right. You don't want to go out looking bad.
Yeah. But it's interesting that he swapped to Anakin after they lost. Maybe he's trying to load Anakin for the next one, That's going to be the thing.
Maybe. Means I'll have to... Ooh, nice aerial, sending Chris flying and a nice pound to finish it out.
damn,
Nice
I could
team.
potentially see, like, if Double really goes hard on that Anakin and he really tries to master that, I could potentially see him being, because he does the angles really well, so I could potentially see him being a really crafty, kind of strategic Anakin, just kind of lurking in the background and getting some really nice quick chokes.
What I'm understanding here, nice choke, is that I shouldn't play Anakin pretty much at all until the next tourney, because otherwise everybody's just going to learn it from me.
I think that's probably a good idea, yes.
Well, let's just keep my secrets to myself. Thanks for the tip, Frodo.
If you stick on Vader and just let me have fun, that would be great.
Perfect.
Good push. Good save.
Oh.
Saber throws all around. Everybody gets one.
Double. Oh.
Nice. Wasn't anticipating that return, Saber. Oh, but that's going to be the end of Kman.
Oh, fault.
Ooh, I'm surprised that aerial didn't hit, to be honest. Kind of looked like it would, but... Okay, they will get home. Double
I definitely like
the
the look of Volt more on Luke than his Obi, I must say.
Yes, he's getting a lot better. You can tell he's improving, and him on Luke, it seems like helps him with his stamina management, where he can dash attack to keep it going.
And Kman just looks comfortable with any of the characters, so I'm not concerned about that.
Speaking of which, pro tip I'll give everybody here, one little freebie before I release my video to Patreon. Luke tips with Huey, when you dash attack, your stamina comes back. Just
crazy. That's gonna be like the blurb of the video.
Mm-hmm.
For more crazy tips, subscribe to my Patreon. I better get commissioned for all these free ideas I'm giving you.
I'll give you 5%.
Subscribe to the OnlyFans. Oh, that's a nice dash. Oh.
I already told Ninja the other day, oh, Double, can you make something work here? Nope, the Anakin combo not quite that fast. Volt does have good reaction time. I already told Ninja the other day, I'm not going to do an OnlyFans because I'm not ready to get that rich. That'll just go straight to my head. I don't want to end up like Jeff Bezos or Donald Trump or anything, you know, mad with money power.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, they are going to pick up the mace. It's going to leave Double in a dangerous position. Oh, he's just going to slap Chris in the face. Say, nope, stay off my building.
Oh, I thought Chris would have had that aerial right there, but apparently not.
It looked like he damaged Volt, but he didn't land high enough to get like any kind of significant damage on him.
Yeah.
NF pro tip, you need to land on top of them to one-shot them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't be giving out NF freebies. Gotta pay extra for that.
Nice double push from Volt.
Kman
Kman
really
just
getting
talking
aggressive
with Chris.
Yeah. Really putting the fear of Mace Windu into him.
But throwing
saber throw
is so brave, honestly. They look like they're having a lot of fun.
Heroes. Pressure's off now, so you know everybody's kind of just going at it, seeing what they can make happen. Oh, big stretch. Hurts so good.
What's the next match after this? Is Kman and Volt and Viking and Rex?
Rex, yes. It's gonna be a really good match.
Oh wow! What an aerial by Volt. Nicely done.
Nice, anticipating that he was going to get on the corner.
Anakin can block from the side, but not behind him. Thank God.
Good awareness. Good awareness too by Volt to do that push after the kill.
Oh.
Nice. They're really just racking it up now.
Yeah. Yeah, the rhythm is completely falling apart for the villains. It's just kind of
30-24.
Sit out at that point.
Yeah, it's done. Well, good games regardless.
Yeah, that was fun. How do I
Honestly,
page up on that?
Not a bad scoreline on either side, to be honest. Like, I know they were 15 points down the first side, but like, given heroes versus villains, that's not totally unusual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if Chris and Double just a little bit more synergy on them, maybe a little bit more practice, I think they can get even further in the tournament if they really wanted to. Going up
Very
against
much
Kman
so.
and Volt is going to be a tough match.
Oh, definitely. And it's especially going to be rough for Rex because he's going to want to try to back Viking up, but number one, Volt knows how Viking's going to do things. They know each other like the back of their hands, I'm sure. They're going to know how to counter each other. And it's going to come down really to Kman and Rex trying to support their respective partners. And
Right.
no offense to Rex, but between the two, my money's going to be on Kman in those fights. He's just one of those top tier supports that if you're trying to get his teammate, you're going to be struggling for it.
GG's.
Yeah. GG.
Good game.
GG's.
Yeah, good games.
I think we need to reach NYC because Rex is playing in the next match.
Yes.
I think they're ready too. I think Viking's ready too.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody needs to take a break, then we can jump straight into the next one.
They need to chill the fuck out for a second because I need to like restart the stream and stuff and get in there. But
Okay.
we can as soon as I'm ready.
All right, no worries. NYC.
So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, and we will be back in just a few moments as people gather up in NYC for the next match, which is going to be Viking and Rex versus Kman and Volt. We'll see you all then.
Yeah,